Coach. Obviously, you guys didn't execute the way you wanted to down the stretch, but what was working on the positive side? What was working?
We did execute the way I wanted to down the stretch. We just didn't make shots. Got layups, miss. But it wasn't about the end of the game. It was more so about the beginning of the game. And us not coming out in the first 24 minutes. I thought their physicality really affected us on the offensive end. We couldn't get into our stuff. They really loaded up on us in that half court. We didn't move the ball like we were supposed to move the basketball and attack. And then when you're playing against a good team like this, you can't wait too late in the second half to try to perform. It's just too late. And so the way we played in the midway through that third quarter, we should have been playing to start the game, but we didn't have it. And this is the result you get. But, holding this team to 39 points in the second half, that was good to see. But overall, offensively, I thought we sucked.
What was working for you guys to make that comeback from being down to 16 to
defense, competing, playing hard, bringing the physicality. Thought the second unit came in and really gave us a boost, and when you play on a team like this, when you're playing a good team, you can't start the game like we started the game and they expect to win. So hats off to those guys. They play well. I thought defensively we did a good job of, competing in the second half and holding this team to 39 points. But offensively, I thought that's what hurt us throughout the course of the game.
Appreciate it.
We'll go to Farbod.
Hey, Coach, we saw PG miss a couple of gimmies at the rim. Was that something you think was just in his head, or was his foot bothering him from before and he's still kind of not where he needs to be?
Oh, well, when you haven't played in a while, your timing and your rhythm is going to be off. That's to be expected. He had a layup he missed down the stretch. Kawhi missed a couple of bunnies in the layup. In the paint that could have tied the game up. So, when you don't play for a few games, you're going to be out of rhythm. So that's to be expected.
Justin Russo.
Hey, Coach. You guys gave up probably about 8 to 10 back cuts tonight to Denver. Does that come just from a lack of awareness, lack of energy, pop? What is it?
It comes from Joker being on the floor. I think he causes so much attention when you're digging and helping. And sometimes when you get the switches, you double team. He's going to pick you apart. And this team leads the league in the cuts and scoring off the cuts. But, when Joker's on the floor, he demands so much attention, which I thought we did a good job on him. But the other guys got off.
Thank you.
Miriam, you can go ahead.
Hey, Ty. Wondering what Denver was doing defensively to sort of thwart you guys. And they push you guys deep into shot clocks a bunch of times. What do you see on that end?
Daring us to pass the ball, loading up, daring us to pass the ball. Their switching, I thought, affected us a little bit, but we didn't swing the ball one time and attack on the weak side. So when teams are going to load up and switch, we got to move the basketball and make quick decisions, which we didn't do tonight.
Law, you can go ahead.
Hey, Ty, this ends the stretch of 8 games in 13 days. You guys have 2 days off, but you have the early game Sunday. How do you balance getting to see what looks like they need a lot of rest here with, appropriately figuring out on the court what needs to happen to bounce back Sunday?
We know what we need to do on the court. I think the rest is very important. We'll take tomorrow off and practice on Saturday. But we know what we need to do. They're smart guys. We understand we got to move the basketball. We got to move bodies. And, when we don't do that, nights like this, we struggle.
Rachel, you can go ahead.
Ty, it's a short season to begin with, and you're about 2/3 of the way through it. What's the most important thing for you guys in this final sort of chunk and kick of the season?
Just keep playing with the consistency we've been playing with over the last, 8 to 10 games. Like I said, the game before against who we just played? Orlando. I thought, guys ran, they was a little tired, but like tonight, I ain't like how we started the game. I thought defensively, we had our guards down. They got everything in transition. They got open threes, they got layups, they got cuts, things we talked about. And then, I think continue to keep building offensively, sharing the basketball, attacking the paint, making the right play. So things we've been talking about all season long. Like I said, offensively, I thought tonight that's what really hurt us. This team scored 101 points, and we only scored 94. So if you hold this team to 101 points, you should definitely win the game. And we didn't do it tonight.
How much do you think things are going to change once Rondo can play?
I don't know. First, all the guys got to get, PG and Marcus, they got to get back in the rhythm, get back in the flow. Tonight they played. Didn't have a lot of pop, but it was a step slow. That's to be expected. And I'm probably the same gonna happen with Rondo too when he comes back. But, once we get everybody back and start, understanding what we need to do, which we understand, but start doing what we need to do and getting guys back and getting guys healthy, we'll be fine.
Thank you.
It's time for a couple more. Go to Andrew.
Thank you, Rachel.
Hey, Ty, on Paul, that fourth quarter, he sat for about 5 minutes in the middle. Am I right in assuming that's kind of like a minutes cap thing, his first game back?
Yeah, you know that. You're smart.
Yeah. Didn't want to assume, Ty. And then with just Zoo, I mean, with Zoo, the numbers don't really reflect it, but there were some stretches where his defense was pretty suffocating. I guess just what do you think about the way he played?
I thought Zoo played, great. I thought, he called our coverages out. He did a good job on Joker trying to be physical. I thought he even did a good job switching up on Murray a couple of times. Zoo's been playing well. He gets out there on the floor every single night. He plays every night. And, what he's brought us, in that starting lineup has been great.
Thanks, Ty.
And Tomer, you can go ahead and close us out.
Hey, Ty, obviously you guys aren't going to go 72-0. And, even though you guys are going to lose some games, Kawhi and Marcus have both talked about bringing the energy, especially from the start. And you mentioned it too, like you have the last couple of weeks. Like, is it more fatigue or like, why do starts like tonight happen sometimes?
I think you got to ask him, Tomer. I'm not playing, so I really don't feel. I'm tired at times myself, but I'm coaching the game, so I can just imagine how they feel. But you got to ask them. But the whole league's going through the same thing, so that's no excuse. I think the biggest thing for us is that not having enough bodies really hurt us as far as fatigue. But as far as playing the schedule we're playing, the whole NBA is playing the same schedule.